Hey, so over the last month of January, I've been in the book buying mood. Like, I don't know, I just felt like I needed more books. So I've just been buying quite a few. So I thought, book haul, I'll change my normal filming spot. I'm standing, which I'm not quite enjoying already. I'm more of a sitting person. But yeah, I was like, obviously book haul, I need to get the bookshelf in. So I light loads of candles, put all my fairy lights on, and then I remember I'm using filming lights, so it just blocks the whole thing out anyway. I just spent like a whole 10 minutes doing. You know how Monster do the really, really big cans, right? Well, I thought, didn't even look at it, it would have a normal top, right? No, this is what it has, some weird twisty thing. So I'm there for a good 5 minutes trying to open these with a pair of scissors with my teeth, and all you had to do was slide it round. Literal blonde moments. So the first book is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Right, so funny enough, this is the first book I bought this month. Well, I bought it like the end of December and it came like start of January, and it is my current read as well, and the white lights are just blocking the whole thing out. So when I picked this book up, I didn't really know much about it except for that it was really cute and it would make me cry. Now, for my book challenge of the year that I'm doing, one of the questions is a book that's becoming a movie this month, and this is becoming a movie, so I was like, well, let's just get it and I might read it. It's been on my shelf for the last month. I didn't really think about picking it up. It just looks really fat and big. Like, it isn't even, but you know, it just looks it. And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. Then the other day, the trailer for this book was released, and oh my god, it is like the most adorable little trailer. So basically, the book follows a girl called Lou, and she's a bit quirky, I guess is the word to describe her, and she just loses her job, so she goes to the job centre, finds a new job, and it is looking after, let me try and get the word, I think it's quadriplegic, basically a man that is paralysed basically from the neck down. So yeah, she goes and starts looking after him, but obviously it's a love book, they sort of fall in love anymore. I'm quite excited to actually read this, and I'm even more excited to watch the film because it just looks adorable and thingy from Game of Thrones, isn't it? Next book is All the Right Places by Jennifer Niven. Me in words. So I picked this book up literally knowing nothing about it except for it was cute. I've seen loads of book YouTubers talking about it and saying how adorable it was and how amazing, and I was like, well, let's pick that up then. So it literally came the day and I was like, oh yay, let's actually read the back of it so we can see what it's about. Theodore Finch wants to take his own life. Depressing already. Violet Macquarie is devastated by his sister's death. They meet in school. I'm guessing it's cute, lovely love story. We'll see. So the next book, I actually did read what it was about, and that was the reason I picked it up, and it is Ash by Melinda Lowe. Looks like this is all pretty and shiny. Basically, this book is the Lesbian Cinderella, which I am so excited for. So it is the Cinderella-ish story. The girl's the servant to her stepmom, and I'm guessing stepsisters, and then she meets the king's huntress. It's a woman, I don't know, and she falls for her. However, going along with the whole Cinderella fairy tale, there is a prince in it, and she has to choose between the fairy tale ending and true love, which I thought was adorable, and like lesbian Cinderellas, like, it's my sort of thing. The next three I bought as a 3-pack thing from eBay, and it is Celia Handaran. I can't say people's names, I'm so terrible. And it is the P.S. I Love You, ooh, yeah, lighting, Where Rainbows End, and If You Could See Me Now, whoop. I know absolutely nothing about these books, except for P.S. I Love You was a different book when I bought it. But yeah, my sister was like, oh, that's a really cute story, that one is, and I was like, is it? I picked up the wrong book, but you know what? They're really pretty as well, so I'll give them a read. I'm guessing they are really cute love stories. The next two books were really random buys. I knew nothing about them. Gong Girl. I'm probably the only person that's not read this. Everyone seems to read it. Everyone seems to think it's amazing. And I've read the back of it, and it does seem quite cool. There's a random piece of hair that's really pissing me off. I can't wait for this fringe to grow. So this book basically follows a guy called Nick, who wakes up on his 5th wedding anniversary to realise his wife has disappeared. Oh no. Police get involved and they suspect it's Nick. Then his wife, called Amy, basically all her friends get involved and they're like, throwing shit on him basically and saying she was scared of him and all this. So the police sort of think he killed her. The police did a search on his computer and some strange searches. He was looking at some dodgy porn basically. Well, that or how to hide a body, I guess. The next one I hadn't even heard of. I just saw it and I was like, that looks interesting. Pick it up, put it in the trolley, and then I read the back of it when I got home. And it's all the rage. This was in the kiddie section. It doesn't seem very kiddie to me when I read it. It follows a girl called Romy. And it says she wears her lipstick like armour ever since the night she was raped by Kellen Turner, the sheriff's son. Like that, okay. I shouldn't say it's good because it's obviously a very thingy topic, but it does seem very interesting for a book. So it says Romy refused to be a victim, but speaking up has cost her everything. No one wants to believe Kellen is not the golden boy. So basically you got the goody two shoes. I'm thinking jock, you know, that sort of thing, and nobody wants to think he can do wrong, and he's horrible basically. But then another girl goes missing after a party. Rome must decide whether the cost of her silence might be more than she can bear, thinking this Kellen guy has gone and done it to another girl. I'm actually so excited to read this. I might read this next because it just seems like a really interesting book that was in the kids section. Oh my god, with these lights and all these candles, I'm so freaking roasting in here. So next book we have is Far Far Away by Tom McNeill. I think I said that one right. So the reason I picked up this book was Stephanie Meyer did an interview and she was saying how this is like her new fave and it made her cry, and I was like, yay, I think I need to pick it up. Once upon a time in a little town there were strange whisperings. I feel like this is going to creep me out, this book. I'm really shit with like horror and creepiness, so we'll see. Jeremy Johnson. What's the need? Oh, it's such a stupid name. It's not a stupid name, it's stupid how it's like the same name twice, but you know, anyway. Life has been a cruel fairy tale, he hears voices, strange whisperings. His mother takes a bite of a cake so delicious it's rumoured to be bewitched and runs away with another man. Takes a bite of the enchanted cake herself and falls in love with the first person she sees, Jeremy. I think this actually sounds really cool and like it's gonna be amazing, but at the same time I feel like it's gonna creep me out. So I'm like, I'm going to read it in the daylight instead of night time. So the next book I have is something I never thought I would read, to be honest, and is The Song of Archleys. Will admit, look how pretty the cover is though, like it's fucking beautiful. I love anything history based, mainly I like watching history based stuff like TV shows and movies. I've never really read anything history based, and if this is about the Greek gods and gay Greek gods, I think Patroclus. I need to Google it. Anyway, an awkward young prince has been exiled to the court of King Pericles. I can't fucking say these names. Pericles, there we go. And his son Archleys. Despite their differences, Archleys befriends the shamed prince and they grow into young men skilled in the arts of war. So these two guys basically become friends. One of them's a bit down in the dumps and one's really high. And they become friends and they learn all this cool stuff together, like war stuff. And Archleys must go into war to basically fulfill his destiny. I don't really know much about Greek mythology, I just find it very interesting. I do want to read more on it actually. It is based off a poem, and this author basically was like, what made Archleys so sad when his friend died? Obviously they were gay together. Aristotle and Die Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Sansi. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to link all the books below because the names I'm just terrible at. And the first thing that drew me to the book is pretty. Like, it doesn't look really pretty on camera, but it just looks pretty. It's got like little designs, I just thought it looked cute. So Date seems to be the one that's good at most stuff, you know, and Aristotle not so much. Aristotle's brother is in prison and it's basically one of the things he can't get out of his head, he keeps thinking about it. So he's built up all these walls around himself and the last person you think to break him down is Date. So these two become friends and they develop a special bond, and it just seemed really cute when I was reading about it, so I thought, okay, I've got to get that one. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. And the last book of the book haul is I'll Give You the Sun. It follows two twins called Jude and Noah. They're really close until a tragedy drives them apart. Now they are barely speaking and both falling for boys that they can't have. I'm not sure if Jude's a girl's boy name, Noah's boy's name. And they're both falling for boys. So it is another gay book. I bought 3 gay stories this month. I didn't even know if it was actually. Something I didn't even know when I bought it. The pages are yellow, like, wow. So that is all the books I had this month. I will link them all below because I've probably said so many different words wrong. I'm sorry. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that other stuff. And I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!